Twitter use capital letters for a whole sentence.
I use capital letters when people bring stupid arguments against VAR. I think it's going to be interesting next season to have a situation where, you've got one of the top leagues that won't be using VAR, others will.
Yeah. La Liga's going to have it, next year?
It certainly looks that way. But then the Champions League, despite what Andretti says, likely won't have it. I don't know. I think people's minds change pretty quickly. I think you do need more testing. But, you can trial it while having it in the games, and that's probably the best way to do it. But, given the backlash, if people don't feel that they're ready in England, that's fine. What matters is that it's being tested somewhere, and then once they get it right, you can implement it everywhere.
Jack, of course, you followed this story a lot from its start in the Netherlands, really.
Yeah, and I think it's the right decision for the league. You continue to test, or advance test, in the FA Cup. You allow other major leagues in Europe to continue their tests as well. And you come up with a final product, as it were. It makes sense.
Living in England, you realize a thing or two. There's a certain proportion of people who just don't like change, ever. About over anything. Something this summer, like, for example, the World Cup. Let's say England are playing the Germans in a quarter-final, and
Frank Lampard hits the crossbar.
Exactly, and VAR overturns the incorrect decision on the pitch and sends England through to some epic victory. All of a sudden, minds change very, very quickly. Of course, the reverse could also happen. VAR screws everything up, England goes out, and then they're like, not for 10,000 years will the sceptred isle embrace VAR.
You can probably answer this better than anyone. Is it an English issue in that
No.
people want it to fail? Is it general?
I don't think we want it to fail. I think there have been problems, and there have been issues everywhere. In Australia, they've had big problems. In Germany, people have had mixed opinions. But it's not just an English thing. I think in English, you have this very peculiar thing where there is a portion of people who are just so vehemently against it without understanding it. Other people bring valid arguments against it. I have no problem with it.